y'all, and welcome to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I am Susan, your hostess, and today we're going into my garden to harvest carrots and to plant sweet potato slips so that we'll have our fall garden started. We are slowly cleaning out our garden beds and getting ready for fall, and so there's several plants that I will be planting this fall in my garden. I'm hoping to have what I can done by the end of September for y'all to see. And there should be a list at your local feed stores or co-ops that tells you the months of the year and what you can plant in your areas in the fall and winter months as well. I hope that you follow along. We're going to be planting the sweet potatoes, and I have to repot some plants for indoors. The Rose of Sharon is still stunningly beautiful. Y'all, fall is in the air. The leaves are already starting to show changes in our area. Very early, I might say. I'm finally harvesting carrots, y'all. I'm beginning to do a little bit of fall planting in between harvesting, and we've got sweet potatoes that have already started to sprout. Some of them are going bad. This one's got little sprouts on the end. And no, I'm not going to wait for them to root. I'm going to stick them in the dirt like they are, and maybe we'll get a bumper crop out of our sweet potatoes. So these are going to go in the dirt. And then I'll cover these with some fresh soil. Any of them that's got any kind of flowering on them is going into the soil. I thought that would be a good way to use this bucket up and get these sweet potatoes growing. Well, we'll stick this one right here. I've got quite a few of them that are already producing some slips, and I'm hoping to get a really good harvest out of this. And then the rest of the sweet potatoes that have gone bad will go into the compost bin. Let's see, I got a spot right there. Well, actually right there. I'm going to bring you in closer and show you how they're laid out. We'll see what we get from them next year, and hope for the best. So each of these have slips that have started to form. Some of them have bigger slips than the others, and we're going to get these covered with some fresh soil. I had to run to Lowe's to pick up some soil, and I decided that I was going to go ahead and repot my Christmas cactus that got knocked over the other day, and the pot broke. And that's going in the house, so I really need to replace the soil in it anyway. I've got several of them out here to do. And I'm reusing the buckets that I had the carrots in. They had these marked down half price. I think I paid $2 a piece for them, so it wasn't bad. And they're not all open yet, so these are mums, and they're going to be beautiful for fall. Let me grab the soil. This is for the indoor plants. I'm going to be using that for indoor, and then I'm going to be using the soil that was in here for the carrots for the mums. And then I have some Vicks that I'm going to plant for indoors also. So we're going to get those done. And I am going to try to do this where you can see me on camera. But basically, I'm going to take them out of the pot, break up the soil and the roots a little bit. These are quite saturated. And get them seeded in my pots. And I prefer to direct sow these so that they come back every year, but you can collect the seeds off of them when the heads go to seed, and you can have mums forever for free. Let me get my soil that I've pulled, and I may have to get some more to fill in my pots. Okay, I had to go over and get some of the mulch, the garden soil that I used on my sweet potatoes. Go away, bee. I like you being here, but I don't want you getting me. And so I'm just going to top this off with that. It's organic, and it's got fertilizer in there as well, so this will help the mums to take off, and hopefully we'll have some beautiful plants this fall out here by our scarecrow. So that one is full. These will get a good watering. and they will be absolutely stunning for this fall. Aren't they pretty? All right. I found another carrot while I was in there digging in that pot. So there's a video coming out this week, and you're going to see why this broke. But I want to get it taken care of along with getting this Vicks into some soil so that it can take root in the house, and I can bring it out next spring if the other part of the plant does not survive the winter. So let's start with our little pot. And by the way, my little potting table was absolutely free. We had a friend doing a clean out, and this was in the clean out pile, and I can use it outdoors. It won't go bad, and it's perfect, the perfect height for me to pot with. So they didn't have any other brands other than Miracle Grow at our local Lowe's, and I had to go with what I could get my hands on. And I usually look for the cheaper prices, and so we got the other soil. It was on sale. I'm just going to add some of this. It's got perlite in it and all kinds of good stuff. And we're going to get this out of the broken pot. Save your broken pottery because you can use it to fill in bottoms of your pots. And I'm hoping that this plant will bounce back. It's got a lot of roots in here. And it's going into my pantry until Christmas. Once I water it, I'm going to let it go dormant. And so that is potted and ready to go. All I have to do is water it now and get it into the house. This is the bigger pot that I was using to transfer dirt. And I'm going to take my gloves off now and really get my hands in the dirt. This is a type of sedum, and basically you're going to strip a couple of leaves off and you're just going to stick it in the dirt. You don't have to do anything else. And this should fill in nicely over the winter, I hope, and we'll have a nice plant. Now you can also stick leaves in, take one of the leaves off and stick it into the dirt to create a new plant as well. But I thought, I've got to get it done, so why not get it done today while I'm out here filming for Garden 25, sow it, grow it. I am in zone 7B, and we have usually an extensive growing season. So I'm planting about 3 inches into the ground or into the soil. And I'm just going to use the water to water this. It's a good time of year to get your indoor plants ready to come back indoors. It's a great time to start getting your fall garden started. Today was sweet potatoes and harvesting carrots. We have 2 more weeks left of Garden 25, Sow It, Grow It, an open collaboration through the month of September, and then we will be into our Scarecrow 25, which is also an open collaboration, and it is just for fun. You can be a scarecrow, you can make a scarecrow, you can decorate your yard for fall, you can decorate your house for fall using scarecrows, or you can draw or paint scarecrows. You can be a scarecrow, you can act out a scarecrow skit. The options are endless. Just keep it clean, folks, because we are a family-friendly channel. I have an official playlist that I will be bringing up in October for Scarecrow 25. Hey friends, thank you so much for watching my channel. Thank you for the many comments, the likes, the friendships, and for sharing this content out. Take a moment and watch all of the advertisements because that is how I get monetized and get paid. I appreciate each and every one of you for your time and your patience. And y'all, I have this special content over here I think you might like.